Hello, I'm Susan Woods of Susan Woods Nonprofit Solutions. Thank you for your time. We are on step 5 of 20, the fifth step to starting 501c3 nonprofit organizations from scratch. And step 5 is describe the purpose. Again, step 5 of 20 is describe the purpose. Step 5, describe the purpose of the nonprofit organization. By explaining the problem it will solve in the community it serves. Again, describe the purpose of the nonprofit organization by explaining the problem it will solve in the community it serves. The purpose explains why the IRS should award your organization 501c3 nonprofit status. The purpose. Why should it exist? What is it going to do in the community? Here's an example. The purpose of this nonprofit organization is to provide a proactive and holistic approach to preparing youth to be leaders in their homes, schools, communities, and future professions. This is just an example of a purpose that's going to solve the problem of the increasing rates of youth getting into trouble in the community the nonprofit will serve. So again, the purpose, and you want to start by saying the purpose of this nonprofit organization is to what? And then go on to explain the purpose of the organization. And you notice I'm not going into great detail here. I'm just giving the IRS exempt specialist that's going to process the application and a broad description or definition of the purpose. Because later on, we're going to get into more detailed information to explain precisely everything the nonprofit organization will do to solve the problem in the community. So congratulations. You've learned how to describe the purpose of the nonprofit organization. Tip, the purpose should be very specific, not trying to do everything, because your nonprofit organization cannot solve all of the community problems. I've seen people, clients who have come to me, and I said, well, what would you like to do through a nonprofit organization? And they list about 5 different things. I'm going to help the homeless. I'm going to offer an after-school program for youth. I'm going to have a football league. I'm going to provide transportation for the elderly. I'm going to provide restoration for buildings that are torn down or that are in bad shape. And I have to tell them, no, you can't do all of those things, because the application packet, every piece of it has to make sense. It's like you have pieces of a puzzle. And when you're trying to do 5 different things, but when we go back and we see you're only targeting a certain group in your target group that you describe, but yet when we get to the purpose, you're describing different groups of people that you didn't describe in the target group, that's a problem. Everything has to correlate or make sense throughout your application. There has to be a correlation of all of the information that you're providing in each section. So you can't say in the target group, we're going to target youth, and then in the purpose, you say you're going to serve senior citizens. It doesn't make sense. So I have to really provide consulting or counseling to help clients narrow down the purpose so that it can be specific and not too broad that the IRS will deem it unrealistic. Again, we go back to being reasonable. What's reasonable? What makes sense? We always have to bear that in mind. So we just talked about the purpose, how to describe the purpose, and that is step 5 of 20. I'm Susan Woods of Susan Woods Nonprofit Solutions. Thank you so much for your time and have a great day.